Welcome to the latest edition of Kernels from the Cornfield. No huss, no hulls, no shucks. News with a dash of commentary to spice up your fare for Thursday, July 10, 2014. My apologies up front if tonight's recap of the news seems a little scattered. My health conditions are playing havoc with my focus and what little mind I have left. Border crisis. The border crisis continues to boil. President Barack Obama continues to rail at Republicans as the problem. The president still doesn't get the importance of acting like the commander-in-chief and going to the border to assess the situation himself. It's not just Republicans. Democratic lawmakers are starting to wear thin of the president's refusal to own the crisis and to take action now, not sometime down the road. Democrats are saying the president won't just be handed what he wants with no questions asked. A fellow CNN reporter shared a link to a job posting on a federal government website back in January. In January, this crisis was not a crisis, but the job posting clearly reveals that it was expected. Read all about it in my op-ed. None dare call it complicity. It's an eye-opener. For more on this, justify $3.7 billion request. No man left behind. The Marine in a Mexico prison I told you about yesterday had his first day in court after being held for 102 days. The judge sent him back to a cell to wait. When is the president going to rescue this service member who served honorably in Afghanistan? Loose lips. The World War II saying was that loose lips sink ships. Apparently, former career Internal Revenue Service bureaucrat Lois Lerner was taking her cue from 60 years ago. It came out in a congressional hearing yesterday, and email survived. What appears to be on the surface is an attempt to destroy evidence. That email had Lerner inquiring if emails and private messages were available to members of Congress. Lerner is alleged once she learned Congress could access her emails and messages, wrote her underlings to be careful what they put in emails and messages from that point onward. Sure sounds like Lerner had something to hide. IRS officials testifying before Congress took umbrage that one congressman dared to term the loss of emails as ridiculous, something every ordinary American in the country already thinks. The IRS officials threatened to not cooperate. You call this cooperation? If the congressmen continue to call the IRS or its employees ridiculous. Dirty bomb? Word coming out of Iraq is that the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, ISIS, has come into possession of 90 pounds of uranium. Experts doubt the terror organization has the capability of turning the element into a nuclear bomb. Are we any safer knowing a group bent on our destruction may be able to create a small dirty bomb packed in a suitcase or backpack? Remember what a pressure cooker did in Boston? $500 billion. The amount of money the federal government agencies and departments admit to paying out, yes, improperly over the past 5 years is $500 million. That is $500 billion. How much crisis would the infrastructure and highway repair fund be in if the government wasn't handing over $100 billion per year in improper payments to people and companies that shouldn't be getting our tax dollars? The information was revealed Wednesday during a meeting of the House Oversight Committee. Pause in Equality March. The state of Utah, whose ban on equality was ruled unconstitutional by a panel of the 10th District Court of Appeal last month, has decided to go straight to the Supreme Court for a final determination. If the Supremes agree to hear the appeal, it could put a pause on other cases pending in other district courts of appeal nationwide until the justices rule. Should the Supremes agree to Utah's request, the constitutionality of equality for same-gender couples will be on this fall's docket, with the ruling coming in time for the startup of the 2016 presidential race. Mideast in flames. What more can I say? Like last night, Israel is on the border threatening to invade Gaza. The situation has become tense enough, Wolf Blitzer is broadcasting from Jerusalem. How much sooner before the tanks roll? That's what caught my attention for Thursday, July 10th, 2014. Tune in tomorrow for another episode of Kernels from the Cornfield. I'm Mark Ivy. Good evening.